Hello everyone, this is Johnny English. In this small unit, we are going to go over some modal verbs. Okay, modal verbs that we use to ask permission. So you might ask a friend, can I use your mobile phone for a quick call? Or you might ask your mother if she could please pass the milk over for your morning cereals. Or you might even ask your head teacher if you may use the calculator during the exam. These are all auxiliary verbs and they're called modal verbs to ask questions. These questions we ask for permission. How do these modal verbs work? Well, all we have to remember is to use them at the beginning of the phrase. There are three. Okay, we need to ask for permission for something, and we can ask with three of them. At the beginning, just a few seconds ago, we spoke about asking your friend, asking your mother, and asking the head teacher. Which ones are we going to use for what? Can I use your telephone? Can I use the calculator? Can I go to the toilet? It's very common. It's the most informal, and we can use it anytime. Could is the next one up on the scale. We use if you want to be a little more polite. If you want to be polite or a little more formal, we use could. So, Mama, could you pass the milk over, please? You're a bit more polite. It's your mother. With your friend, you just can you pass the milk over, please? And if you want to be really formal or really polite, like for example with a head teacher or a very serious teacher you have at school, and you're in an exam, and you lift your hand and you say, excuse me, Mr. Very Serious Teacher, sir, may I use the calculator during the exam? And he will obviously say yes because you've been very polite. So, to my friend, I would say, oh, can I borrow your mobile phone, please? To my parents, I want to be a little more polite because I want them to say yes. I would say, Mama, could I go, please, could I go to my friend's party tonight and sleep there? Please, could I go? Because you want them to say yes. And finally, if I want to be formal because I'm asking that very serious teacher, I would say, sir, may I use the toilets, please? Because you want to be very serious. You can't wait any longer to go to the toilet and you want him to say yes. So may I use the lavatories, the loo, the toilet? Remember, they are all correct. You can use can, could, and may, always. It depends if you want to be friendly or informal. You can be a bit polite, or you can be very formal. And so can, you would use at the beginning of a question for permission in a very informal way. Could, you would use also at the beginning of a question for permission if you want to be a bit polite. And may, also at the beginning of the question, if you want to be formal. And this is all for this very short unit. Permission. Okay, can, could, may. In this order, form informal, polite, and formal. I hope you can ask me correctly the next time. Bye.